Today we are going to start tapping trees. Just got to the shanty. I'm gonna get all my stuff and hit the woods. A lot of people ask, when do we start tapping trees? And it's when it's freezing, usually, because when it starts to thaw, you already want your trees all tapped. So the 10-day forecast right now is looking like at the end of the 10-day forecast that they're gonna be warmer temps. So the sap will be running around then. So we wanna get our trees tapped before that happens. Just got up to the woods. It is the first day of tapping trees for the 2024 season, and it is 9 degrees outside. So starting the day pretty chilly, but as you can tell, just dressed in a sweatshirt because once you're moving, you get really, really warm. So I've learned not to overdress because then you just get really hot and you gotta leave your jacket somewhere. And you just got more walking to do because you gotta go pick up your jacket from where you left it. So I just start in light layers to begin with. Trying out the exact tap this year. This is what it looks like, and we'll see how it is. If you guys like these videos and like following along with Boxler Maple, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you have questions, ask them in the comments below because we love answering them. And I really want to do another Q&A because it was fun. And to be honest, it's just easier to make video content that way because I know what I'm answering. So if you have questions, ask them below. And as always, if you want Boxler Maple syrup, you can find it at boxlermaple.com. In this woods, we are using 1/4-inch spouts for tapping the trees. And when tapping, we're always looking for a clean area on the tree. So right here, as you can see, is an old tap hole right there. So we're looking for an area that's clean and doesn't have any holes. And if there's 2 taps on a tree, like there's on this one, I try to tap on pretty much the opposite sides of the tree. And I don't know if you can hear that, but when I was tapping in, you know when to stop tapping when you hear the different sound in the tree. You don't want to go any further than that because you can split the tree. And a 2-tap tree for us is when you can't fit your arms all the way around it. So this tree right here is pretty perfect if you look at it. It's clear, not many tap holes on this side, and the sun actually hits this side of the tree first, which means it's going to warm up and start running sooner. And that's what we'd like to see. I'm going to throw it over to my brother Warren really quick so we can check in to see what he's up to while I continue to tap some trees.
Today I worked on hooking up this new Dominion and Grimm moisture trap. The old moisture trap was giving us some issues, so I decided to upgrade it. This moisture trap's quite a bit bigger than the old one. This one can handle a big surge of sap if something were to fail. Because there's been a couple times the vacuum pump sucked in some sap, so I had to do something to save it. That way I don't have a catastrophe during mid-season. So the way this thing would ever see sap is if there was a failure in the releaser. Say if the well pump was to fail, or there was a big buildup of ice from a freeze the night before. So hopefully between the two of them, the vacuum pump will never see sap again. I actually have the panel off of this electrical panel right here, because this 100 amp breaker is actually giving me an issue, so I got to replace it. Only one side of this panel has electrical power, so I had to jump some wires so I could have some lights in here while I was working. But yep, that's today's project. I'm all done with that. On to the next one.
We started using green drop lines this year, so that way you can tell when you're walking through the woods at a glance, kind of. If a drop line's hanging, you can tell that that tap was missed. So it makes it a lot easier to tell a drop line from a lateral line. There was a big windstorm that we had, so as you can see, we had some trees that fell over our lines that still need to be cleaned up. So Dad will come through with the chainsaw. See right here, we're lucky because these trees that fell during the windstorm are right next to the roadway. So there's not a lot of walking to clean these out, but our entire woods is kind of like this. We had a windstorm that had 65-mile-an-hour winds. Well, gusts up to 65 mile an hour. So got a lot of damage to the lines. So Dad has his work cut out for him. I've been trying to put out videos every Monday and Thursday at the 6 p.m., like 6 o'clock hour. So that's when all the new videos will go live. I'm really trying to keep up with it, although YouTube is a lot of work. So if you guys do enjoy these videos, please subscribe. It helps us out. And yeah, we'll try to keep making videos. So at this point in my life, I can only tap for about 4 hours at a time because I have to get home to Owen and feed him. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate you guys. Like I said, if you like our videos, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.